It's Monday night. You know what that means? It's another Andycharger live, and yes, we are back here in the garage. So, welcome all along. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Hello, Vanessa. Got my mods on already. That's great. Hope you're good. I hope you had a great time at the mini meet yesterday. Saw the great pictures. Looks like you had a wonderful time. I'm back in the room with the roadster tonight, as you can see behind me. I've just been doing a bit of an experiment with it actually. And actually sitting on the bonnet of this tonight, that ceramic coating that I've added onto the bonnet has made a big difference. I can't actually stand it, keeps slipping off. So I thought, because the car was in such bad condition, I would give straight down the middle. I was going to do a complete one half of the car to clean and restore and polish, and the other half of the car. Good evening, John. Hope you're well. Hi, Claire. How you doing? I was going to leave the other half and leave it dirty. Hi, Phil. How you doing? And let's see if I could compare how bad it was. But you know, I started doing it and I thought, no, I'm not doing that because it just makes it look a mess, you know. So, oh yeah, Andy, hope you're good. Are you at home tonight? Blimey, not on the road. Hello, Bora Gomez. How you doing? People on from all over tonight. So, welcome along, folks. So I've just given the bonnet a bit of a clean, and it was so covered in grime because where it lives outside. Hello, Steve. How you doing, buddy? Hello, Paul. Hello, Craig. Loads of you on tonight. It's good to see. Good to see everyone on. Steve Craddock, good evening, buddy. Just talking about doing a bit of detailing, and then the master detailer himself turns up. How's your luck? But yeah, just giving. Oh, I wasn't giving it a detail. I was just giving the bonnet a clean to see how bad it was, and fought through the layers of dirt and grime, and just chucked some coloured. What you class this as? Coloured polish. Oh, come back over here. Come, coloured polish. Chuck that on the bonnet just to see if, just to get that hide those little scratches, and then chuck some ceramic detail over the top. I don't know if that's the right thing. It might be the wrong thing, but I thought, well, I'll wait till I go and see Steve until we get that proper detail done, and he can show me how to do it. Car parts warehouse are scammers. Yeah, don't. If anything on Facebook that look, unless you're buying stuff from a recognised breaker, there's so many scammers on Facebook and various places. I wouldn't touch them with barge pole. I don't think what I should do is I should put together a breakdown of all the recognised breakers in the UK that we all know and trust, because a lot of them are really well respected. They don't let people down. And then if people are looking for parts, we can say, speak to this list of like 5 or 6 preferred breakers, because you're not going to get scammed in. A lot of these sites, and I probably told a story about this the other week, and I had a friend of mine you might know from the channel, Patrick Caboot, who lives in Belgium. He bought a blue roadster, a Morrow blue roadster from the UK, and came over and collected it one weekend. But he also bought a few other parts while he was here. And one of the parts he bought was an abbed bumper. So an Ava silver abbed bumper. It was a V6 bumper, but it had the abbed grille on it. And because Patrick wanted to see it, he didn't realise it had this abbed badge. I took a picture of it on a table in my lounge, which didn't obviously impress people in my house. But I put it on the coffee table and I took a great picture with the number plate on it still, and sent it to Patrick. And he didn't want to buy it, or so he didn't want that badge. So I think we listed it online to sell on one of the Facebook groups, Facebook pages. And then about 3 or 4 months ago, this bumper appeared again on Facebook on one of the sales groups. And I looked at it and I looked at it again and I thought, that's my lounge. Someone is selling something and it's in my lounge. That doesn't make any sense. And then I realised they've obviously found a picture in some sort of Google search somewhere and taken the picture and listed it as a fake item. So there was no item there because it had the abbed badge on it. So you've really got to be careful. So I would always make sure when you're buying anything from any of the people online that aren't one of the preferred breakers, always make sure there's like a little piece of paper on the screen as well with the date on it. That's a really good giveaway. A lot of the sites now make you do that. They make you write the date on a piece of paper and put it in the picture. That's a great way of identifying it. I'd always make sure that when you're buying these things, if anyone says you should try and check out XYZ Parts Warehouse, it's normally a scammer trying to send you off to someone else they know. And the trouble is nowadays people will actually use other fake accounts to try and create a fake business model. There's one. There is a really dodgy Facebook group called Audi TT Roadster. I'm actually a member of it, and I've left it a couple of times, and then I found it again. Thought, I'll join that. I didn't know I was a member. There's about 6,000 members. There's a couple of Audi TT Roadster groups out there on Facebook, but one of them has got some really dubious admin names if you look at it, and they're always like selling T-shirts on there with like an Audi logo. And this is a great T-shirt. They're called things like Johnny Johnny, and all the names are like one of the names is Helen. It's spelled Helan, Helan. So it's almost like it's like trying to take names and spell them slightly differently. I mean, you're not going to be called Johnny Johnny, are you? And Johnny will be spelled Jony. That's definitely I'd smell a rat if the name looks dodgy. I'd definitely avoid it. Things like Parts Warehouse, definitely stay away. It's bad what people do to scam. Absolutely is. It's a real. What do you do if you've been scammed? There's very little you can do, Claire. You can complain to Facebook. I would also make sure when I buy anything online, I will always use a credit card because you are covered under the Consumer Credit Act, is it, or consumer one of those acts that you've got a consumer protection essentially, so you can actually claim back against the credit card if you get scammed. So I'll definitely do that. Hello Ray, welcome along. Good to see you along, although I think you may have sold your car now, so congratulations if you have now sold your car. But yeah, Claire, there's definitely I've paid with Revolut. I would check with Revolut then, Claire, what your terms are for getting your money back. If you pay for things through a lot of these try and get you to pay like bank transfer or get you to pay through PayPal, friends and family. Definitely don't do that. If it's not someone you know, you don't trust them, don't pay it that way. I would always make sure I pay on a card if they'll take a card. And all business should definitely take a card. There's one group or one sort of like scammer I've noticed, and it's called something like Parts Warehouse. And the picture, he's got like a picture on his front page, and it's got like a big. It just looks like it's been come straight out of ChatGPT. It's a big blue building from a distance. It looks like it's on some like American mall, and there's all these people walking around the building on the inside. So it looks so ChatGPT. It's unbelievable. So really, just do your homework on these things is the best thing I can suggest. But again, if you want to buy absolute genuine parts in the UK, you're in the UK, I can rattle off 5 names for you right now. Jason Case, Adam Tankard, Mark Stanley, Serkan Miskin, and obviously Matt Hillard up in Crewe. So those 5 people are what I class as recognised genuine breakers here in the UK. If you want parts from those guys, you are going to get the parts. They are not scammers. Anything that's called something Parts Superstore or genuine Audi parts or whatever, really random names, definitely give them a void. Unless you and if you're looking to buy something, then maybe get in touch with me and say, do I know that particular business? Do I know this person? I'm always happy to help out and sort of give someone a bit of a thumbs up, a seal of approval on these things, and say if I know these people. The ones I've just mentioned there, all of those guys I've dealt with personally, know personally, and would always give them a recommendation. So if you are looking to buy parts, always get in touch with me and I'll see if I can point you in the right direction, or at least verify the people you're speaking to. But hope that sort of gives you a bit of insight into how to avoid scammers. I didn't really plan on talking about that tonight, but that's a good thing. If you have been been scammed, I think Claire's talking there like she has been. Please let us know in the comments. Please put your experiences up. Let's talk about experiences. Let's point out these fake accounts. Let's see if we can catch these people out and try and put an end to it. And we can obviously share knowledge of how to avoid being scammed as well. And it's getting harder because lots of the parts are no longer available genuine from Audi. So we are having to look aftermarket, and that's where problems definitely come up. Lee at the TT Shop Blackburn is reputable. Yeah, TT Shop is up in Blackburn. Definitely is another one. I haven't got personal experience of that, Andy, so I can't. I'll only verify people that I know, but I know if I trust your judgment 100%. So if you're saying that person's genuine, then absolutely spot on. Evening, Paul Hutchinson. Hope you're doing well, buddy. A lot of members on tonight, a lot of green names. That's always good to see. So welcome along to all the members and to all of you that are non-members as well. And of course, if you want to become a member, you know what to do. Click the join link below and become a member of the channel. But I have just got the last wheel off the breaker and brought it out. It is a top bloke, very helpful. Yeah, there you go. So another great endorsement for Lee. Yeah, I've got the last wheel off the breaker because, long story short, when the Papaya turned up, it had a set of 9-spoke Ronals on it, and I swapped them out for my 7-spoke Ronals, the genuine V6 ones. So I've got 2 sets of 9-spoke Ronals, and when I sold my blue 3.2, the old NAF wheels that came on the original black breaker car, I stuck on the 3.2. Did tell the guy they weren't the genuine wheels, but they were the wheels that would come with it. And I kept my V6 Ronals, they had really good tyres on at the time. And so I've got a spare set of 9-spoke Ronals in the garage. And one by one, the tyres on the roads have got either punctures or had problems. So I thought, that's it, enough of that. I'm going to put that full set. They've got Hancocks on it. We talked about what tyres a couple of weeks ago. What would be your preference for tyres? Pilot Sport 4s are the go-to tyre, as we all know, but they're getting harder to get hold of. Pilot Sport 5s don't last as long, softer rubber, but they are as good a tyre. But these have got Hancocks on them. I might bring one over and see if I can show you. I'm sure the camera will follow me. I've got the gimbal on tonight, so I'm going to, hopefully it will follow me till I pick it up. So we'll keep looking. Yeah, I'll bring the tyre over. So if I pick this up, this is the last of the Hancock wheels that are going on the car. So here we go. I don't know what model it is. I'm going to tell you. It is it's pretty dirty. It's a Ventus S1 Evo. There you go. So that is the tyres I've got. Look at the tread pattern. It's covered in dirt where it's been in the garden. You see that nice, loads of tread. They're like brand new, these tyres. So those Hancocks, camera can come up there if it likes. No, it doesn't want to come up. Yeah, it does. There you go. Right. So they are the tyres that are going. It's really, give you a little wipe as well because you're a bit steamy in here tonight. I don't know why that is. It's quite cold in here in the garage tonight. But those Hancocks are going on the roadster. There's 3 on it already. There's 1 more to go, and I'll be doing that. So that is definitely another job I can get ticked off. So the car will be tyre ready for our road trip in just, I think it's 4 weeks on Thursday we leave, and we're off on our 2-week jaunt around France, which I can't wait. So what I'm going to do while I'm away, guys, I am going to be away for 1 Monday. I think it's 1 Monday I'm away for, or it might be 2 Mondays I'm away for. But I thought what I'd do, as I'm away and I'm going to be in the Roadster, I'm going to do a European Monday Night Live in the Roadster. So I'm going to be somewhere random in Europe on those 2 Mondays. I will know where, because obviously the navigator's in the lounge booking all the hotels and stuff as we speak. So once she tells me where we'll be, I think we will be on the Monday night in Fréjus, actually, in the south of France. So we will do a live TT with the Roadster somewhere nice and warm. Might not be for 2 hours, but we'll definitely do a broadcast. And then on the 2nd Monday, I'm hoping I will be somewhere around, I think, Grindelwald, which is just at the north face of the Eiger. So somewhere else I really wanted to go to. So I'm going to be at the Eiger for the 2nd Monday, I hope, which will be pretty cool. What a spectacular backdrop that will be with the car. So that'll be a pretty good live. So I'll have I'm hoping to have lots of TT stories to share with you while I'm away as well, because I'm hoping to bump into lots of TTs while I'm away. And I would say, if you are based in France and you're watching this and you are located somewhere either along the south coast of France or up through the sort of west coast of Italy and into Switzerland, or on the way back to Rheims from there, I will be passing through at some point. So it'd be really good to meet up with many cars. Going to be in Rouen for 3 days, from the I think from the 11th till the 13th. So if you're around the area, let me know. Yeah, so it'd be good to see lots of TTs while we're away. Oh, interesting today. So I'm really looking forward. Sometimes he's on here, definitely not tonight, but Paul Cliff does loads of spraying, for really good quality spraying of different parts and stuff. And he's doing some spats at the moment. He's doing lots of different colour spats. He's done some lovely papaya ones, which he's sending out to someone in the US. I noticed on Facebook today he was talking about that. They do look really cool, the spats he's doing. I am going to get him to do some painting of the papaya for me, because I think he does. It looks like he does a great quality job. So I think Paul will be my man to do some painting. My bumper suddenly moved out on the driver's side by 6mm. What would have caused that, Andy? Is it a replacement bumper? When you say it's moved out, Claire, I'm going to come down here. I might bring you over here just so you can have a look. We're talking the driver's side. So, I'm going to get onto the driver's side. So, if I come down here, here's your bumper, yeah? And at the bottom of the bumper, you've got what I class as the lower valance part of it. Now that can just clip on and off. So if there's no bolts at the back of that holding it, essentially you've got two 10mm nuts on the back of the bumper, one higher than the other, going down 2 threads. The bumper has got 2 threaded bolts that go through, and there's 2 10mm nuts on the inside of the wing that hold it there. If for some reason someone hasn't put them back, because it's what can happen when people take the bumpers on and off and they can't get the bolts on, they forget about it, they lose the nuts to put it back on, they just put them back through the holes, clip the bottom of the bumper on, and that will hold it in place, because that bumper does just clip on and off at the bottom. So it could be it's just popped off. I would actually go and give it a little shove from the right and see if it clips back into position, because it should clip into position there. So give that a go first up, and if that doesn't work, then let me know and we'll take it a bit further and see if we can diagnose it. Maybe send me some pictures, Claire, and I can have a little look. But interested that you say it's moved out on the driver's side by, that would be about what it is, I think. They do clip on and off. Guys, if you've got any other thoughts on the on Claire's bumper problem, let us know in the chat. But yeah, so talking about Paul Cliff stuff, I think that would be I'm definitely looking forward to having a chat with Paul and see if he do some painting for me. Looking forward to that. Great. But one thing I was going to talk about tonight, which I've also been speaking to James Still today on Facebook. So James is printing lots of 3D parts, and he did say to me today, if I can think of any other 3D parts to be printed for the TT, to let him know. So I thought, well, rather than me tell James what I think would be a really useful part to be 3D printed for the TT, I thought I'd open up to you guys tonight on here and just say to you, what do you think would be a really useful part to be 3D printed for the TT? Now, some people say phone holders, cup holders, they are the usual things, but I'm thinking more actual TT specific items. What can you think of that would be really useful? And the reason I started talking to James about it was that he's printing the repair kit for the headlights. And if you remember a few weeks ago, hello Mo, good to have you along, buddy. Now my other moderators, I've got 2 moderators, Mo and Vanessa, and they're both on tonight, so welcome along both of you. Leave out bumper bolts. I'd never do that. Some people do, Kenneth, believe it or not, some people do, because the nuts, I wonder if I've got some, I don't know if I've got any spare ones around. I'm going to show you. They're a really funny, like really lightweight nut. They're really quite strange. Oil pressure gauge essential. What's that for, Mo? Is that for the bracket for holding an oil pressure gauge? Is that Audi ring logo off the engine cover? They are like rocking horse poo, and for the Mark 1. Okay, so the Audi ring logo. You're talking about the ring logo on the V6 there, I think. I think, Paul, remember rightly, you told a story where when you took it for a test drive, did the rings not fly off on the M1 or something? Or one of them, mate, I think, on your way home, I think. Okay, I'll mention that to Paul, to James about getting that done. Double DIN conversion. Yes, Steve Craddock, he's actually doing one of those. That's one thing he's doing at the moment. He's got that underway. I've just purchased a toe eye cover off eBay. Very good. Okay, that's a cool one. A toe eye cover, yeah. But yeah, so the reason you probably remember a few weeks ago when we had Richard on, we were talking about the headlight. I've got one right here that's got Whoops, tyres fell over. Here is a headlight. Okay, so here is an Audi TT Mark 1 headlight. Lovely. It's really good condition. You see how clear the lens is on it? The lens is lovely and clear. But oh dear, there's one of the mounting pins for it, or the little brackets there. But the other one, look there, is sheared off. Can you see that? It's actually sheared off just there. So here, this one is fine, and this one is missing. Now, if you remember when we had Richard on, he said, well, Audi do a repair kit for that, believe it or not. And what you do, there's a little hole just in there. You see that little hole? And you can actually buy this piece as a repair kit and put it in there. I thought that sounds amazing. So I looked online and they're about 90 quid for that repair kit, believe it or not. So that got me thinking, I wonder if there is a 3D printed version of that. Didn't give it too much thought. And then lo and behold, James pops up this morning on Facebook with that repair kit 3D printed. So he's going to send me one to try. So I think that's really good of him. And then what I'm going to do when I've got that is I am going to do a video on how to do a repair on your headlight. So don't throw it away. Fix your headlight if it's just a bracket that's gone, because you know that's a nice easy fix for it if it works. And we will do that, and I'll show you how you repair the headlight with the repair kit. I'll link you to James's page once he's got it all up and running. And then if you want to buy a set of those repair tools, you'll be able to get it straight from James. So I'm really excited about getting that, and so we can share. You know, it's all about trying to save a bit of money and trying to keep the cars running. So if we can do it and that will fix it, I think that's a really good idea. I don't know why the camera's being so naff tonight. It won't follow me for some reason. I think it's because I haven't got enough light on me. I'll put a bit more light in maybe. Will that help? Put some more light in. Bring you a bit closer even. There you go. So guys, if you've got any questions for me tonight, then put it in the chat. Your Haldex service video was on point, Andy. Thanks. Thank you, Daniel Villanueva. That's really nice to hear. I'm glad it helped you out. It's one of those jobs that is quite challenging because it's a fine art of making a gadget to get the oil in through the drain hole and fill it up and then get the screw back in. That is a bit of a challenge. I'm here, but oh, James, you are there. Good to see you, buddy. But you're cooking. So hopefully, James, that covers off what we were talking about earlier. I've obviously put in the chat there about if people have got any thoughts on 3D printed parts. So for you, because then I think that will help you out as well. Because if you can get some ideas for anything else on what 3D printed, people could probably put that and send it straight to James. So if you've got anything, guys, James in the chat right now. So looking forward, James, for you to send me that repair kit. I'll do that video, and then of course we will link it back to whatever sale page you're going to have for those repair kits, and hopefully get people back in business. Because what a shame that is for headlights to be, you know, end of life or no good once that clip is broken, and a great way to save your headlight. I'd 3D print at least 20 battery cover screws. Yeah, I mean, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? If you could make a 3D printed battery cover screw, the little hex, the little cross head, the big like round one that had a bolt inside it, that'd be really useful. I wonder if you could make something that goes over the top of it or melt something into it. Yeah, I have some rear toe eye covers, and as mentioned, working on a double din. Brilliant. Yeah, that's going to be good when you've got all those ready. Mo said a Keith stick headlight in oven, lowest heat. Oh, someone's asking about separating the lens there, I guess, if you're talking about that. There's a couple of ways to do that, guys. Yeah, if your oven's big enough, because not everyone's oven is big enough to take a headlight, but if it is, then great. The other alternative is if you've got the persistence and you've got the patience, is you can take a hairdryer and do the same thing. Just hairdryer around, right round. And the best way to do it is, I find, if you're doing it with a hairdryer, is get like a pry tool as well, like a separator tool. And what you do is you heat an area and just try and slide the pry tool behind that and the bitumen sort of stuff, the lot sticky resin stuff it uses, and just get a bit of separation in there. Get your tool in there, keep heating it, drag the tool across as you move, rather than trying to peel it off and keep it hot the whole way around. Get something, start separating. And once you get that away, it will come away much easier once you get a bit of movement in it. I bought an Audi TT 2000, but I'm having trouble because some parts aren't available in Jordan. Wow. Where can I buy them online and have them shipped to Jordan? Kiwi, we've got some breakers here in the UK that will ship abroad. I don't know if they ship to Jordan, but it's definitely worth checking them out. I think Mark Stanley ships all over the world, so definitely worth speaking to Mark Stanley on Facebook. I know that Jason Case ships a lot of engines to Germany and abroad to Europe, but one of those guys probably be definitely worth getting in touch with and see if they will ship out there. Yeah, I'll release one bit and have some wedges before it re-sticks. Exactly, Mo. That's the way to do it. That's definitely an easiest way of getting the headlight apart if you can do it. Guys, lots of great questions and lots of great help going in the chat all the way tonight. So I've probably missed a few bits. What did Keith say? Is it difficult to? Oh, that's the question over the glass on the M1 on the way home. Yeah, that's what we did talk about the badges flying off. So guys, if you've got any questions for me, do put it in the chat. I thought I would mention, of course, tonight that in just 3 weeks' time it's going to be Springfest right here at my house. So I've got space for 40 cars. I think I put a message on Facebook today, opening up because a couple of people are unable to make it now, which is a real shame. But totally get, people have got stuff going on, and I don't want those spaces to go to waste. So thank you for those of you that aren't able to make it that have let me know. That's great, because I can make those spaces available for other people. And I've been a bit inundated with people that want to come on Facebook. So I do need to keep it a little bit intimate because I've only got space for 40 cars. I can't advertise it too much because if I do, people will turn up and then it will just turn into bedlam in the garden. I don't want that. So guys, if you are interested in coming along, obviously you guys as my Monday night viewers and my members get first. My members have already had many weeks to have their priority entry to Springfest. But of course, if there are members that still want to come along that haven't said yes, then please let me know right now. And if you drop me an email with your details, anyone that wants to come along, drop me an email to Andy_Charger@hotmail.com. It takes place on Sunday, the 31st of May, from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. There will be drinks and food available to purchase here, supplied by the Springbank Kitchen. My wife, the caterer. Thank you very much. We also have toilet facilities here on site as well, so which is great. So yeah, all good. Stephen, how you doing, buddy? Hello from all the film crew on the Stephen Harper YouTube channel. Well, there are quite a few of you. I've seen all the different camera angles you do on that. So good to see that you got, well, not good to see. I see that so Stephen did a video about getting stranded in the car the other night, and I've put it away now. But I've got a really good gadget that you need, Stephen, which is one of those wall sun lights for your car, for your glove box. I'll see if I can get one from Warsun and get it sent over to you so you can have it in your glove box, because it's an amazing light, and it's a little tiny pencil light. And when, of course, so if you break down outside the road late at night and it's dark and you need your phone because you need to make calls. So you've got your phone, you're on the phone to the RAC, emergency services, whoever. Well, you can't use the torch because you're on your phone. So how do you get to see what's going on under the bonnet? Well, that's where one of those amazing Warsun lights will work, because they're magnetic as well. So they're sort of like about that sort of length, and they're magnetic on the end, and you can stick them to the bonnet release hinge. So that's the only magnetic bit on the bonnet, and it reflects down over the whole engine bay. So everything is lit up. You can work on the engine. You can spot things. It's like daylight. It's an amazing product. You can see it on my TikTok shop. But if you want one, Stephen, I'll see if I can dig one out. I really need one of those lights and some prayers. If I can get Warsun to send me another one, I will send it to you, Stephen, because you definitely need it. Claire, thank you very much for sending me £10 as a super chat. Thank you very much. Most appreciated. I'm glad that all my hard work on a Monday night and through the week and supporting you guys and helping you out is appreciated. So thank you very much for sending £10. I will put that towards so I'm saving up at the moment for a tool chest for the garage. That's my main thing I want to buy. I want to buy one of those nice big tool chests, because I've got over there. Can you see it in the corner here, guys? If I come over there, can you see this little blue box in the corner here? So it's a US Pro Tools toolbox, and it's like on a little wheels. And new members, welcome. Always, thank you, Mo. New members are always welcome, guys. If you want to sign up as a member, click the join link below, and you get early access to members only content. You also get the ability now. We've got a great offer from Stephen Craddock, one of our members, that's offering a discount of having your car valeted, so and having it detailed rather. So Stephen's doing a full detail on a car, 550, and he's doing a £200 discount on that cost for members only. So that's a great reason to become a member. You also get discount on merchandise as well, so you can pick up your t-shirts and hoodies just like this from the Andycharger channel at sellshirts.com/marketplace/Andycharger. So if you guys want to become a member, you know what to do. Kenneth, have you just changed colour? Have you just become a member? I think you may well have done. And if you have, sir, thank you very much for becoming a member, because I'm pretty sure you weren't a member earlier on in the chat. I think you were silver. You were still a silver name. Thank you very much, buddy, for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. I know we've been chatting for many years. But yeah, where was I going with my stories prior to that? I've sort of got a bit off. I've got a bit off kilter. Sure, it'll come back to me. Stick stuff in the chat while I'm thinking where I was up to, guys. My pride brain. I'm also wearing green glasses tonight. No one's mentioned the fact that I haven't got blue glasses on. I thought someone would mention that I've got green glasses on. So, and that's a good little segue there, I suppose, because obviously this weekend I have Craig Cowan. Thank you for becoming a member, buddy. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much for becoming a member. So that's yourself. And I'm sure Kenneth has signed up tonight because he wasn't green earlier. So thanks, Kenneth. And Craig, absolute legend. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Yeah, Mo, you are blue because you are a moderator. You have special powers. So yeah, so Mo has been a support of the channel for a long time. He's also gifted memberships previously. So thanks, Mo, for all your support on the channel, and you also help keep the chat in line here on a Monday night, so massively appreciate that. But the reason I'm wearing green glasses, these absolute bright green glasses, and there should be someone out there tonight that will appreciate these, is because over the weekend I wasn't working on cars because I was tied up playing ice hockey. So I've played 2 games of ice hockey this weekend, totally off topic, but we played 2 games. We won the first game 18-3 on Saturday, and the second game 18-2 in a development game on Sunday. So sounds a bit one-sided, but we did play a development team on Sunday. Long story short, but I was unable to work on cars, and I know that 2 of the channel members there, so Lee and Vanessa, were away at a mini show, and they sent me some great pictures yesterday of them rocking the Andycharger merchandise. So Mo paid for 5 of those guys. Oh, right. Mo's paid for those. Oh, wow, Mo, thank you so much. I'm thanking those guys for joining up. So that is that's a massive thank you for becoming a member. But Mo's paid for those. So Mo, you're an absolute legend. I didn't realise that you bought the memberships. You absolute legend. Yeah. So going back to the hoodie story. I noticed that Lee and Vanessa had sent me pictures of their weekend, and I noticed that Lee had a hoodie in this colour because he does like lime green. So Lee, if you're watching tonight, I'm sure you are. I'm wearing my lime green glasses in honour of you tonight, buddy. So so I've got a night off from the blue, and I don't have nights off from blue glasses very often. So there you go. I didn't pay for mine. Oh, Craig. Okay, well I'm sure you did. So thank you for joining, buddy. We appreciate that. It's a team effort. Let's keep pushing, guys. Appreciate that. And girls, yeah. We're all a team here. That's the great thing. Monday nights have become they've become a bit of a not routine, because that does it a bit of a disservice, but it's become a regular thing, isn't it? Monday night we all get together and we chat about the cars, talk about what's going on with our cars. Oh, Lee is here and did notice the glasses. Good. I'm glad he did. Put them on especially for Lee tonight, and in honour of his penchant for greenness. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say there now. But so the roadster you see behind me is still waiting for a couple of jobs. It's waiting for a set of plugs to go into it. It's waiting for an oil change. I'm going to order the oil for it tonight. So I've got one lot of oil down here. Got this. Oh, it always does that if I move over there. So I've got my oil ready to go in. So I'm going to go with the castor oil. We talked about it last week. I'm still going to order the second lot of oil for that, which I will do. I will do it, and we'll get it all of that. The interior can look really tired. How do you restore them? Interiors of cars. Are we talking? I guess talking the interior of the Roadsters. Yeah, there's some quite tricky bits on the Roadster. I think that the interiors wear quite well, to be honest. The bits that do tend to wear are the seats. They do tend to wear, but you can still get those back to life as well. There's some great seat colouring products out there as well, so you can colour the seats, dye the seats back to where they need to be. You can even change the colour of them quite dramatically as well. Things that tend to wear quite badly is the steering wheel cowl wears out quite badly, and also the grab handles on the door. They're made with like a soft covering coating that goes over those items, and it does tend to scratch and wear, look quite bad. So my advice to that would be you can buy replacement grab handles. So I don't know if they would be strong enough. So James, if you're on your 3D printing, I don't know if that would be strong enough for a 3D print, a grab for the handle. But you can buy some carbon fiber dipped grab handles, which I've got on the Papaya that actually has them. That can change the look of the car quite dramatically. And the cowl, you can take the cowl off with all that stuff coming off it, get some isopropanol alcohol, and you can actually rub that stuff off and make it back to just pure plastic. That increases or improves the look of it no end. You can get some good dash restorers as well, some great products out there to restore the dash. The items such as the air vents, the steering wheel itself can be restored. Obviously, there's a company called Royal Steering Wheels, I think, is it called, Andy? I think that does a great steering wheel repair and replacement. That's a great place to get your steering wheel done and fixed. But things like, say, like the air vents, the surround around the gear stick, the door handles, all those things are pretty hard wearing because they are aluminium and they are sort of, they're actually machined. They're not, painted and stuff. So that's definitely, and you can even the gear knob, right? So the gear knob on this car, I polished it to an inch of its life, so it looks really shiny now. Carbon handle, I like the sound of this. I'm looking into carbon parts manufacturing myself. If my back plays ball with it, yeah, I think carbon grab handles. I'm happy to show some pictures of that, Mo, if you want to see what they look like. They're really good, actually. I'm just going to go through the comments. Right, so Ken, if anyone lives in Oregon, I have 3 rotor interior bits I'm trying to get rid of. Mk1. Okay, wow. So up in Oregon, up in a forestry country, you can get an interior there from Kenneth. John Tudor, hi Andy. Thought you'd like to know. Took the Roadster out for its first run this evening. It's been sawn for the last 6 months. Been to Llangollen and Ruthin through Nantygarth Pass. Lovely sunny evening up here. Oh wow! Do you know I love going around the Horseshoe Pass in the car. Love that. That's a great bit of road. That is. Being a Wrexham fan, obviously, and being from Oswestry originally, I know the area very well around Llangollen. So, very good. Love that part of the world. Mark Hamid says, I bought some G-Technic interior stuff. It regenerates the plastic, not colour or silicon shine. Okay, so that's some good stuff, Mo. Plum Jacks. Does anyone have a few under trays near West Yorkshire? Have a few under trays? How many do you need? You need one per car. I've got one hanging up here on the wall. Have you seen my one? It's up there. It's going back on here. No point putting it on until I do an oil change because I've got to get under the car, take the filter off, and just have a look underneath. What I'm going to do while I'm going to take the wheel off the front of this. I noticed that those 2 control arms that I replaced last year or year before even, and I painted them with like a grey hammerite to give them a bit of protection. They start to look a bit rusty here and there, so I'm going to get under and give them another coat of paint, so make that look a bit better as well. I think maybe the TT shop would be the place to go to for your under tray plum jacks, I would have thought. Claire says, if your car had been flooded, should you replace the carpet? Yeah, I mean, a carpet is, they do tend to smell quite stagnant if you've had a flood in them, Claire, to be honest. Steve Cow, good evening, buddy. How you doing? I'm just going through. Kenneth, yeah, vacuum bagging, carbon weave was a fun hobby. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, highly recommend Royal Steering Wheels. There you go. So I know 2 people that have had steering wheels done by Royal Steering Wheels. So if your steering wheel's looking tired or you want to change it, Andy will highly recommend those. And Jeff Bedford's also had his restored, had it new leather put on, looks amazing. So definitely a big thumbs up for those guys. Moses asks, do you do carbon dip? Uh, you do carbon or did? Right, okay. I made some bike fenders, etc. Cool. Barnsley TT, isn't it? Yeah. Used to do any rate Yorkshire. Was that C4 trim restorer? Yes, Yorkshire. Mine's hammered. Yeah, I think the TT shop in Blackburn, Lee, Audi Lee, I think was one of the people that set up north, was quite a popular one, was it not, for that up in the north? I'm not so good at the northern breakers and stuff because obviously I don't get up there, but they don't. I don't have an awful lot to do with the guys that far up, but I know that say crew. I know that say Andy and Matt Hillard, great guys. And obviously we say Andy Lee at the TT shop. Yes, Steve, C4 G Technic trim restorer like Black Magic and G Technic tires. Yeah, I'll love it. Yeah, I've got some. I haven't got tire gel. I've got that Car Plan tire slick. It just seems to put oil. It looks like it puts oil on the tire really more than anything. But I'm sure there'll be lots of people that will be getting their cars ready for Springfest. Like I said, so if you are interested in coming to Springfest, send me an email, guys. Jay, best mechanic at TT Spares, top guy. Yeah, Jay's a good guy as well, one of the younger guys that's there. There's quite a few great guys at TT Spares in crew, isn't there? They really know their stuff. Can't recommend them guys enough for doing work on cars. I think I put you in touch, didn't I, Mo, on that? So yeah, so Steve Craddock, you're getting some insider tips there on your ceramic detailing products, I hope. So when I come and see you, we can get these cars looking amazing. I can't wait for doing that. I thought I'd touch on a couple of things I spoke about last week. Do you remember last week I was talking about dash cams? So I am doing a video at the moment on not this one. This is the bigger one. This is the DD Z90 Pro. Couldn't remember if it's a Z50 or Z90. So this one is the 3 camera one. It's a 4K, 2K and 3K reversing camera. Seriously decent, high quality footage. But I'm currently reviewing the Z50 Pro. Look if it's over there, but it's not over there. So I'm reviewing that one. I'm going to do a video on that at the moment. So when that came to me to do a review, it's the instructions are talking about the fitting kit, which is like a cigarette light. You plug in a cigarette lighter, but they also talk about where these cameras now have parking monitoring. So when your car's parked, it's always being monitored. And I thought, well, how does that work? Because if there's no power going to the camera because your ignition's off and the 12-volt charger's off, then it can't work surely, or it's running on a battery. Anyway, so the fitting kit that comes with it when you open it up is actually one that you hardwire to the car. So it's not a cigarette lighter one, even though the instructions talk about a cigarette lighter. But the Z50 that I've got, it doesn't come with a cigarette lighter, so you do have to hardwire it, or you have to get your own one of those. I'm going to cover that in the video. Now, it is a really great product, and if you are looking to fit your dash cam so it's neatly tucked away and it's running off your fuse box, or it's tapped into your wiring loom somewhere, then it's a great product. But if you're getting it to plug and play and go really quickly, then it's probably not for you. But it is a great product. This Z90 also is a great product. I can't wait to fit that. That's going in the roads to this one, and I'm going to take that to France. So we can almost like use the dash cam footage, I'm hoping, on some of the roads we're driving as YouTube footage because it's all in 4K. So hopefully that comes out great. Any recommendations on a breaker bar and wheel lug socket? The Sealy stuff, I use mainly Sealy stuff, Steve, if I'm perfectly honest. My breaker bar it's not huge. It's only about sort of about 2 foot long, I suppose. It's a Sealy one, and it has no problems. You know, it's a really good product. So I would recommend checking out Sealy for stuff like that. Wheel lugs, I haven't really. I don't really use anything like that for mine. I use the I use the sockets that I've got. I've got a set of impact driver sockets that I use with my breaker bar to get it going. And really, the amount of wheels I take on and off cars, and I'm sure you're the same, I should have a decent wheel wrench. I used to have one of those ones years ago that had like a cross brace one, and you could put it on and loosen it, and you could spin it to get the wheels or nuts off really quickly. But one of those things disappeared over the years. I don't know where it ever went, but Yeah, it was really good. I don't think I bought it. I think I acquired it somewhere. I think it just turned up in a car I bought at one point, and so easy come, easy go, I guess. But same as my impact driver socket. So I had a load of tools given to me when I first started working on the car, which was really kind of the person that donated them to me. I'm always thankful for that. And it is nice to have a decent set of tools. But I was very envious when Bryn came down. He's got all his Halford's advanced stuff. He brought out the car when he came down. I was like, wow, that's proper. That's all in the right order, in the right places. You're not scratching around looking for tools. Yeah, I was very envious. And I was thinking if Bryn is using Halford's Advanced, they must be good. So I guess that's a big thumbs up for Halford's Advanced tools, to be honest. Speaking of Bryn, so Bryn's hopefully coming to Springfest as well. So he will be here on the 31st. So he'll be here to answer all your questions. Well, I think he's here to come look at the cars and eat the cakes with me, but he'll answer some questions as well, I'm sure. So, but it'd be great to see him. I've not seen him since I think October or November of last year. So it's always great to catch up with him. What he doesn't know about cars is not worth knowing. He's a really great guy, and he's just started a new news update, a Tuesday night news update at every week on a Tuesday. Tune to Bryn's channel. He's doing a little news segment. We're looking very smart in his shirt and tie. And yeah, so definitely check him out on a Tuesday night. I'm sure you've already seen his videos. Andy, Steve, any advice on coilovers? I looked at Bilstein B14s or IBAC setup. They use KW struts. IBAC is nearly half price. Yeah, so I looked at getting a set of Bilstein springs and shocks for the 3.2, and these not available anymore. Expect to see you in your tie tonight, Andy. No, although Bryn did ask for a pair of glasses, didn't he? So I'll have to send him a set of glasses to wear, because I think he said if I'll wear. I said I'd wear a shirt and tie if he wore my glasses. But I've was in a shirt and tie earlier actually, but not right now. Thinking, Kenneth, I was thinking doing the plastic trim in the engine looks simple for female molds. Okay, B14 not available. No, I think the B14s are available. That's the coilover ones, isn't it? I think it was the B. I think the springs were B3 because I was going OEM as close to OEM as possible, and I think it was B3 or B4, whichever the springs were on it, and they were no longer available for the 3.2 V6. It was a bit gutting, really, because I do want to set. I've looked all over everywhere and I can't get hold. The ones in the boot are damaging the wheel. Yeah, they will do the toolkit. I think that's in the boot for these cars. Which I've got over there actually. I might grab a boot toolkit. Oh, there's my CD bar. There we go. There's my CD breaker bar, Steve, I was talking about. Nice bit of kit. It's the good ones have this at the top. See, that's got that little Allen key bolt there, so you can tighten this bit up because this bit starts to get a little bit loose at times. So you can get that, and you can get that locked in nice and tight, so you're not putting as much pressure on the bolt and stuff. So there you go. So that's my CD bar. But I wasn't looking for that. What I was looking for is, I'm just going to grab. Wait there 1 second, guys. 2 bits of kit I'm going to get 2 things. First thing I'm going to get. Come on now, camera. What are you doing? First thing I'm going to get is this. This is my UK badge, and this lives on the back of the Roadster. This is going back on the Roadster right now because it's going to be coming with us to France, as we know. So now I haven't got to go looking for that when I need to find it. But what I've got here is my Roadster boot toolkit. There's a few tools missing out of it right now. So let's see what we've got missing out of it. So first up, we've got this little set of tweezers. They're not in there, and you use those for removing the plastic caps, I believe, off the wheel nuts. You've also got this little plastic tool which you screw into the tire, into the hub, so you can line your wheel up to get your wheel on and off, slides on and off nice and easy, so you're not fighting the wheel. Great idea, little tool. Got your little spanner that you have up there. There's normally like a little this is the little tool that I think that goes in there, does it not? Is that little bow tie that goes in there? Is that the right bit? And I think, is that not the little gadget for is that the one for taking the rear lights on and off? Might be wrong. Oh, just push something out. I'll just push something out. Well, I can't be anything too bad. What else is missing? So the wheel brace is missing out of here because that's on the floor. I've just used it to take that out. But the jack's still in there, and you obviously got the plastic sheet as well. It normally has as well the little wheel nut, locking wheel nut key will go in there as well. There's normally a screwdriver that goes in here as well, like a reversible screwdriver. And that's pretty much it. There's lots of things that go in there. And what have I got? I'm going to make sure. No use of the eye back coils. They are certified. Fun fact: if you use a full car cover, you don't get parking tickets. B12 built-ins are amazing, in my opinion. Lol Claire. Hi, Andy. Hello, Simon. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're good tonight. Simon's obviously coming to SpringFest as well in a couple of weeks. Come down the night before and staying locally, I know. Would it be a good idea to keep a trolley jack in the boot? A lot more stable. Yeah, I mean, the toolkit that comes with it, that jack on a bit of flat ground is fine if you're changing the wheel. I wouldn't want to use that jack to support the car if I was going underneath it. But for changing the wheel, I think it's adequate for what you need. But yeah, if you want to do it nice and easy, much quicker, I use a trolley jack for taking the wheels on and off. It's a much safer way of doing it. But yeah, it's okay. It's an emergency toolkit at the end of the day. The same as the wheel brace. That wheel brace that comes with it, it's not an everyday tool for taking wheels on and off, although I do it. But I think you're using that only for emergencies, for taking the wheel off at the side of the road. The thing about wheels are, I think, at the side of the road, that if you don't take your wheels off very often, they tend to also bind, they fuse. So the hub metal and the alloy will fuse together, and that is the worst. So you undo all the wheel nuts side of the road, take the wheel off, and the wheel won't move. Of course, if you're at home, you get a nice big block of wood and a hammer, and bosh, you can bosh it off from the inside, and the wheel will come off and break that fusing. And once you've got it off, just get a little bit of copper grease or some lithium grease and just rub it on that hub. So when you put the wheel back on, it doesn't fuse again. It stops that fusing, because otherwise you end up in a bit of a mess, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, SpringFest, not long now, 3 weeks to SpringFest. But yeah, Keith, you could use it, but you're also then slugging around a trolley jack in the boot of your car, rolling around all the time. So it's not the greatest. Claude Van Damme, the alloys at midnight. Yeah, you've literally got to give them a slap to get them off the car, which is not the greatest. But here's what it is. I've also got now, I've got to think of a competition, guys. I've got to think of a competition, because I've got a spare one of these to give away. So you've got to think of a competition for me to make a competition that I can give one of these away on a Monday night. So this is the Car Pal by TopDon. So TopDon have sent me a second one. It's a great little gadget for reading all your OBD2 codes. So I think, right, well, if I've got 2 of them, I should give back to the channel. So I need to make a competition available. I did think about making it as a members only competition to encourage people to become members, but I thought that's a bit sneaky. So I thought I'd make it available to anyone that's watching on a Monday night. So what I might say is, next Monday, if you are watching me next Monday night here on the channel and you leave a comment, you will be entered into a random draw to win this device. There you go. So if you leave a comment next Monday night on the live, you will be entered into that draw to win this. So there you go. Good reason to watch next Monday and leave a comment is to win this. So there you go. Just came up the top of the head. And also make sure you give the give the feed a like tonight. So make sure you give it a like, guys, so I know that you're enjoying what you're watching. That really helps me. It helps the channel get out there and reach more people. So definitely get things moving out there. And guys, if you've been at a car show this weekend, then let me know where you've been. There's been a few car shows and meets on this weekend. I did see Mike Morley was at one and won a competition, didn't he? Won best car in show, I think, yesterday. There was one on. I think I did see Jeff Bedford was up at a car show on Saturday morning in Cambridge as well. I think there was a Cambridge motor show on up there. So let me know about the ones you've been to, guys. Let me know what's going on, what shows you've been to. Does anyone do gearbox oil service on the manual? I've not done a gearbox service. The 3.2 V6 needed a gearbox service, and I took it to a dealer, not a dealership, but to a garage to have that done. It was quite expensive. I bought a bottle of what was that? I bought a bottle jack from Alfred's to have in the boot. Yeah, that's another way you can do it. But it's still the base of a bottle jack, I guess. It's still a bit precarious. I think the good thing about having a decent trolley jack with you is you've got a bit more of a base to get under it and stabilise the car. Mo, for an engine, you'd want polyester resin. The carbon epoxy can only take 57. Okay. Is Shedfest or something on? A chap with custom wings is going invited me. Yeah, I think the Shedfest is on. Was that not? I think Andy, are you not going to Shedfest? Was that not coming up? Is that this weekend? Went to Classic Ford at South of England show. Steve, I saw that. I see you were there. I see some great cars from that as well. I bet that was amazing. Would love to go to that. Lots of online resources for DIY carbon parts. Getting my DSG gearbox serviced soon. Hopefully, when it'll be money well spent. Hiya, Richard. Richard is my third mod. Welcome on tonight, Richard. Did you know Richard is a popular addition at my side on a Monday night sometimes where we are talking cars? So welcome along, Richard. Hope you had a great time on holiday in Mexico. Be good to catch up with you soon and hear all about that. There's a TT with custom wings. If someone could take a picture. Someone went, could they take some pics? Okay. Talking of custom wings, if you've not seen my video yet from that went live last week with Jos Balens from Holland, Jos is the creator or the recreator of the Resto mod, I think it's classed as, which is the concept roadster recreated, essentially is the best way to describe it. So Jos has taken a production roadster and re-engineered it to be all the parts or very similar to the parts that featured on the original concept car in 1995. So if you've not checked out that video on my channel, I highly recommend you go and watch it. It tells you all about the changes that Jos has made to the car, why he did it, and his homage is absolutely fantastic. And talking of wings, so he's got two cutouts in his wings just behind in the rear part of the wing, just as the arch rolls away. He's got two cutouts with a pair of like grills, mesh grills behind it. And of course, where they sit on a production car, I hadn't thought about this at the time until later, is that those cutouts are where the indicators normally sit. And what Jos has done, and he didn't show me this at the time, but I've seen it since, is he put the indicators behind those grills, so they still flash, but they're behind the grills. A really nice little touch, that. But I hadn't noticed that till much later. But he also pointed out a couple of other great things to me, how the symmetry of the TT. So if you look at the TT from the side, the angles down the headlights and the rear lights, the angle of the lights is basically mirrored down the middle of the car. It's very clever. I hadn't even spotted that before. But that's a really, really nice engineering touch. He's also re-engineered the brake duct. So the original concept car, concept roadster, it had braking vents, ducts in from the sills, at the back of the sills. They were going to be vented into the wheel arches to cool the brakes, to give extra cooling. That is only a cosmetic change that Jos has done. It's not functional. It doesn't cool the brakes down, but he has added that as a feature to the car. Looks amazing. It looks really quite cool. On the Roadster, when you've got the roof down, there's all the exposed sockets across the front of the top of the windscreen where the roof clips into. Of course, on the original concept, there was no roof. Although it was a Roadster, there was no roof. So that Jos has engineered a plastic cover that goes over that, and it's a urethane cover, so you can't see that on his car. The one thing that he's created a cover across where the hood would fold into as well, because of course on the Roadster there was no void there for the roof to fold into. It was all solid, and of course on the original concept car, the actual roll hoops, although they appear to be there, they're not functional or structural. They're just, if you can see the picture, they're just almost like stuck on. Of course, he's left those in place on his concept car because you need that for legal reasons. He's replaced the wing mirrors, and that's created a lot of controversy. I've noticed in the comments. People don't like those wing mirrors, do they, on the concept car? So the wing mirrors, at the time when Audi designed it, they didn't quite know where the wing mirrors were going to go. So what they did, they built these triangular frames that sit around that small piece of glass at the front of the doors, with the wing mirrors on it, little tiny little wing mirrors, and they're definitely a bit chalk and cheese, those wing mirrors, from what I've seen from the comments. So yeah, interesting. Oh, you love the wing mirrors? Yeah, they're definitely polarising, those wing mirrors, Simon, because a lot of people weren't massive fans of those. I'm just having a little look through the comments there. Love the Bauhaus Fats. Yeah, it's amazing, that car in it, Simon. It's such a great car. If you haven't seen the video, guys, definitely go and check it out on my channel. I had to hold back on it until the 5th of May because there was a publishing embargo until then, because there was a press release done on the 5th, and I had to hold back till I could publish my video. So I was one of the first videos to go out. But Neil's has done a video as well. It's Autoformer is Neil's company, so he's done a video on it as well, walking around the car. He's done a lot of involvement in that. Great guy. Go and check out the Autoformer website. Autoformer.nl is their website, and they've got lots of other resto mod projects they've done as well, and other versions of cars. Looks amazing. But yeah, the TT obviously steals the show for me. I'm starting to think I'm on the wrong side of the pond. Most people in the US don't even know what a TT or ST170 is. Yeah, I think people, but then again, you've got a lot of cars over there that we don't really have as well. So a lot of I'll see very often a lot of the big muscle cars, and some of your big trucks, your not semi trucks, are they? But they're like the twin cab trucks. You've got some huge ones over there that we don't have over here. Also, they look real good fun to drive around in. Mr. John Tudor, if you make a video on cleaning rust off the arms, I'd love to see it. My TT has just been in the garage and I've been told the underside is a bit crusty. Need to get the wire brush out. Not done it before. Okay, John, I have a video for you already on the channel. So if you look up lower control arms on my TT channel, you will see where I have restored the arms and put new bushes in as well. So you can do it. You can do it on the 1.8Ts without dropping the subframe as well. You can take them off without dropping the subframe. If you've got a 3.2 V6, you will need to drop the subframe because the gearbox does foul taking the bolts out of the control arms. You can't take them off without dropping the subframe. But if you have got a 1.8T, no problem, you can do it. So definitely check out that video. My next event is the Nottingham Car Show on the 7th of June, which may be my last one with the Merlin. Interesting. There must be something cooking up there. Don't forget, I'm up in Sheffield, 6th and 7th. Andy, don't forget. At Serge Lithanos, the Merlin car is outstanding. Yeah, and Andy's car is really good to see. You need to check that out. Now for exterior carbon parts, one would you use a UV stabilized clear coat, or does it turn yellow from sunlight damage? Do you know what? A lot of the clear, you can get a UV stabilized one is what you want to use if you're going to go any clear coating. Sorry, I'm just getting nostalgic for carbon. Thanks, Kenneth. Very knowledgeable. Yeah. Yes. You just said UV stabilized. Yeah, you have to be careful with clear coat. It's like the headlights as well. That some of the kits you get for headlight restoration, which I'm just going to grab actually, because what they call auto T-Cut. T-Cut do a headlight restoring kit, right? And this is the sealant. So they give you a little cutting compound bottle, which is essentially just T-Cut in a bottle for doing plastics. And then they also give you this sealant. And the idea of this is almost like a ceramic coating sealant to put on the lights, which is great, but it will wash off the lights. It's not going to stay on the light forever. So I'd say, although I've got a bottle of it, does it do any good for keeping the headlights stabilized for time, forever? No, definitely not. So I don't think it's actually worth its much cop that. I'd actually spray them with with clear coat, but UV stabilized clear coat to keep your headlights looking shiny. But it is a bit of a trick. In the diary to meet up with you, Saturday the 6th with you. Okay, yeah, so we're up on Friday the 5th. Saturday the 6th I'm playing hockey. Sunday the 7th I'm playing hockey. But yeah, whichever night, Friday or Saturday, whichever night suits you, I'll be about, buddy. On side note, a really old posh chap pulled up on me in traffic in London in a Bond car, DB5. That was cool. We had a chat. Yeah, cool. Yeah, DB5s. So all those sort of. It wasn't James Bond, was it? Because I think that's what he drove. Was it DB4 he drove? What's the silver one he had? What's a DB4? But I might be wrong. I'm not really up on my Bond cars. Million car pound car. Wow, that's a serious car then. Absolute serious car. Oh, God, damn, I'll put that back up there. Ah, bit of thread lock. I wonder what that bottle was for a minute. Just have a look on my shelf. So yeah, don't forget next week we'll do this as a competition then, guys. I will give this away for someone that leaves a comment next week. So everyone that leaves a comment next week will be entered into the draw to win this car pal. So definitely tune in next week. I'm going to put that up on the shelf. But hopefully between now and then I will have done the service on the car, not on the roadster that is. I will also have done the fuel filter on the car, which I also need to do. And tomorrow night, actually, I'm going to be okay. It's DB5, so what I know, doesn't it? So tomorrow night I am going to be doing not on here, but I will be doing it as a video tomorrow night. I'm going to be recording doing the drop links on the Fiesta because my daughter's Fiesta's got a bit of a bad knock at the front now, so I'm going to do that tomorrow night. I've got the part here to do it, so we'll see if that solves the problem. Of course, we'll be live on Wednesday, Fiesta Chat live Wednesday. So I do Audi Chat on a Monday, we do Fiesta Chat on a Wednesday. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night you'll be able to catch Bryn doing his news update as well. So check out Bryn's news. He's got he goes trawling through, I think, the groups on Facebook now to pick up good stories to share with you or let you know what's going on with the cars he's got going on as well. He said he's desperately trying to get a car together to come down here on Sunday the 31st of May for Springfest. So looking forward to seeing him. And it was a beauty. I'm not a fan of old cars apart from Gull Wings. Yeah, there was a really cool, I think it's a Jag. Is it a Jag or is it a Mercedes? And I think it's a Mercedes that was at Caddy Cars, a red one. And that had gull wing doors. Really smart looking car. I'm not really down with really old cars. I'm not really a they're almost like wasted on me, and I should know more about old cars. Should not really be a car fan, but I love my Audis too much, you know. So I'm always featuring these guys. But guys, if you've got anything you want to ask me tonight, anything you want me to go through, any questions you've got about the engine or all the bits we've taken off. Oh, I did a couple of little videos on Thursday night actually on removing not the roof rails, but the door and window trim weather strip. I don't know if you saw those little shorts on it. So running round the back of the coupes, you have that strip that goes down the back of the little windows at the back. It's like a black strip. It tends to go quite crusty. And someone asked me, how do you remove that? How do you remove that trim for painting? And I thought, well, I'm going to go and find out. I'm not going to be beaten by the car. Got the breaker outside. In fact, Marcus Collett asked me about it and about how I removed them because they're riveted in place. And I thought, well, that's strange because I'm sure I can pop them off. They look like they're going to come off. So I started digging away in the corner, trying to pry them off with pry tools, and they started coming away. And they do indeed are held in place above the little window at the back. There's 3 metal clips, and they've got like a metal. Like a slit that goes into this clip, and they all grip until you get to the end of the window. And then from the door part, when you open the door, that strip that goes above the door, it is indeed riveted in place. There's 11 little tiny rivets in place. So what you have to do, you have to drill those little rivets out, 11 of them, and they're such soft aluminium, you just spin the drill at them and they just pop out. So then once you've got them all out, you can then get your pry tool and pry that all the way off the car, take it off, and then you can paint it. And then you haven't got to worry about masking up. You haven't got to worry about catching the car when you're painting it or overspray. You can paint it all off the car and then you can put it back on the car. And again, it's the reverse, the fitting. So what you need to do is all those 11 rivets, if there's anything left behind, you need to get them out of the car. And you can do that by pulling the roof line down and pulling all the bits out from behind it. And then get a pop rivet gun and just rivet 11 times, rivet back into position. So it's all locked nice and tight in place with the weather strip. and then push the bottom bit, bosh, 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 back into the bodywork. And it's easy as that. It's much easier to do than worrying about masking up and causing damage to paintwork. Take it off, paint it properly, and get it done. I think you'd have to remove that little window in the back as well. I'm going to look at how you do that, because I think that's bonded in, that window. So I'm going to try and remove that little window and show you how I do that. And I'm also then going to keep those little back windows. If anything happens to my coupe windows, got spares here. Yeah, they are. They're bonded in, Paul. So I am going to try and remove those. I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some. Paul, is that Paul Cliff? I wonder with your amazing spats. I'm going to get some piano wire and just cut through that. I think you have to pull the trim away, cut that out, and keep it. I've got it in stock, because people always say, if you're going to smash a window to get into a TT, don't smash the little windows to get in, particularly not the one at the front, because they are so expensive to replace. I'd say don't smash any of the windows, to be honest, but people do say that. It's almost like cheaper to go through the windscreen, apparently. But hey ho. Lamborghini started with tractors. Yeah, got some tractor talk going on here. Stephen's still on. You'll be talking tractors in a minute. Yeah, Andy, that car, it was the 300 SL Gullwing in red. It's a lovely car, that, isn't it? Yeah, Simon, yours need doing. I say, did you not say you had a spare pair of those that you've got there to put on? You were looking for some. I've got a pair here now, obviously these black ones. They're actually not in bad condition, so they are available. Hello, Jeff. Jeff, I need to message you back. You've messaged me about menu choices for going for breakfast, and I've not done it. I'm so sorry. I keep going and message you back, and then something pops up. I will do it, buddy. We also need to sort out our Ariane trip as well. So let's get that in the diary and get that sorted. Stephen Harper, it's square wire. You need to cut the windows out. Oh, that's right. It is. It's that. It's actually like windscreen removing wire. It's got like a little tool on it that does that. Might be an idea to keep as much of the glass as you can. Yeah, I'm going to keep all the windows, I think. Hi, Andy. Oh, did you rivet that trim back on? Marcus, I was just talking about you. I didn't realise you were hiding there. But I'm just saying it was you that gave me the idea. Yeah, I did rivet it back on. And I've done a little video on how to put it back on the car on the channel. It's a little short, so go and watch it. It's very easy to do. Those rivets are so soft, you can literally spin them out with a drill, just to get quick, and they're gone. And then you can just pop rivet it back in place. If you've got a pop rivet gun, you can do it nice and easy, honestly. Hello, Bradley. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you along tonight. Kenneth Frazee, like those side tangents. Yeah, that's what they are, aren't they? You came in. Oh, Andy, just run upstairs to tell you I'm finishing the TT right now to put wheels on. Wicked. That's good to know. So then your TT will be all back on the road. Guys, if you're enjoying what you're watching tonight, definitely give it a little thumbs up. Yeah, great video too. Yeah, thanks, Marcus. Appreciate that. It was you asked me how to do it, and I thought, well, I'm going to show you how to do it, because I want to make sure, if you want to know how to do something, and I've got that breaker sitting here, I'll take it apart any which way you want me to and share with you on the channel how to do it. I'll still take those trims off you, Andy. I just need to sort of date. Oh, yeah, of course, you want the trims as well, didn't you? Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, and you also want the... I've got it hanging up for you, Phil. The Artie Diag 500S. I've got that hanging up as well. Kai Pit Simple. Hi, Andy. Hope the stream's going well. Yes, thank you very much. It's going quite well tonight. We've got quite a few people on. But guys, if you're enjoying it, watching, yeah. Is that Mo? Is that you going to bed? Good night, guys. Are you saying it's a good night, guys? I'm not sure. If you're going to bed, then good night, buddy. Thanks for being on. I think you are going to bed. Thanks for being an amazing moderator and keeping the channel policed well. I know Valletta and Richard are on as well, doing the job as well. So thank you guys for keeping the chat nice and sterile. Lamborghini only built cars due to a personal disagreement with Ferrari. We're talking about Ferraris and tractors again there. You guys are having a little tractor debate. But yeah, so there are some great shows coming up, guys. As I say, obviously we've got SpringFest right here on the 31st of May. And of course, not only have we got SpringFest, but Quattrophenia. We haven't really spoken about Quattrophenia much, but Quattrophenia will be back the first Saturday in September. We will be doing the normal run from the Duke's Head pub in Crawley down to Brighton Marina to the open air car park, multi-storey car park where we park up. So if you want to be part of that, keep that Saturday free in September. We start from Well, we meet from 11 o'clock at the Duke's Head pub, and we normally roll about 12 o'clock from the Duke's Head, get down to Brighton for about 1:30, 2ish, meet up on the marina, have some lunch and some food, great conversations, look at everyone's cars. It's a great day. I love going down to Brighton. It's a really good rundown. Steve Credit says, silly question, how much was your roller shutter, Andy, if you don't mind me asking? I think it was about £1,200, Steve, actually, altogether, I think. Or was it 1,000? 1,200, 1,000, one of those two, anyway. It's something I'd forced upon me to have done. But you know what? It's one of the best things I've had done for the, yeah, it's electric. It is electric. I can put you in touch with the guys that did it if you want, Steve. I know it's a long way for them to travel probably, but or I can at least tell you, or when you're down for Springfest, you can have a look at it and take all the details if you want. But it's you get 2 fobs with it as well. You've got the automatic buttons on the wall there, so I can do it manually, and you can see that long handle that's hanging down. You've got a manual override as well. It does automatic up, and it does. So you press it once, and it will go up. But you press the down, it will only, you have to keep your finger on it to put it down. And it's for going on the remote you get for your keys, you've got the same thing. I don't really use the remote and the key too often because I never drive the car in when I've got it on my key ring. I'm normally, it's the car, I'm normally swapping the cars over when I'm doing it manually. I've got my wall getting cut out next. Oh, wicked. That must be for the business starting up, hopefully. That'll be cool. Lee's moody with me at the moment as he can't come to the Brighton run. I've already booked a mini classic event in the diary. That's all right. You can't come to everything, guys. Don't feel bad because you guys do enough, and it'd be great to have you. Simon Fowler, good evening to you, sir. You were well missed at the at TT International show a little while back. I was thinking about you and just hoping everything was okay. And yeah, it'd be great to catch up with you at some point. I hope things are all good with you and everyone at home. So, but yeah, it'd be great to catch up with you, Simon. It's been a long time. Yeah, hope you're all well. But yeah, lots going on with the channel. Lots going on with the cars still. Good. I'm pleased, Simon. I am pleased. That's good to hear. But I was a bit concerned, to be honest. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that. And I haven't bothered you. I've left you to things. So yeah, good to hear, buddy. See you in a couple of weeks, Marcus. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, I think were you not, Marcus? Were you not wanting a T-shirt for your daughter at some point? A pink Andycharger T-shirt? Because don't forget, that's all now available on my shop. You can get it from sellshirts.com/marketplace/Andycharger. So you can pick up your T-shirts, your merchandise. There's actually a SpringFest T-shirt, and there's also the Andycharger T-shirts and hoodies on the site as well. So anything you need merch-wise like this, you can pick it up. Don't forget, guys. Nice talking to you as well, Kenneth. You're going to do a 1.8 swap on your tractor now. Enjoy that. That'll be good fun. Yeah, enjoy Cryptophonia. Maybe this year it might be a different TT. Yeah. Well, who knows? And he's teasing us with facts there. Steve Credit, Miss Jugs, Cambridge Mini Chill is a good one. Yeah, I think Vanessa and Lee, they go to an awful lot of mini meets. They were at one on Sunday with their classic mini as well. Oh, you've not done that one? Okay, that's cool. So it's all good, isn't it? This is the good thing about Monday nights. Everyone is passing on information to each other, talking about cars. I am just the facilitator, guys. I'm just here to allow you to all have a Monday night chat amongst yourselves, which is great. And of course, here to answer any TT questions that you may have that are relevant. What else was going to cover off? It's completely gone. Oh, I was going to do talk about doing a code reading on this car as well, because the plugs. We're going to talk about doing plugs on the car as well, actually, because I need to do a set of plugs on this car. Because when I bought this car in 2019, it must have had a set of plugs done at some point in its past, and I've still not done the plugs in this car. So for 7 years I've had this car, and I've not changed the plugs in it yet. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? So I need to put some plugs in. What would you recommend, guys, in a TT 1.8T 225? What plugs would you put in this car? Because I think I've bought some in the past, I'm going to grab them. I need to look these up, don't I, online? That would be the way to do it. So these are Bosch plugs, and the part number for these. And guys, if you want to look these up for me right now, it will save me going to look it up. These are FR7K PP 33 plus 7426 plus 50. I'll read that again. So someone wants to just type this into Google for me. FR7K PP 33 plus 7426 plus 50. Are they plugs for my car? Because I've got 4 boxes of these, or 4, I've got 4 plugs, and they're in the glove box of my car. So I've obviously bought them at some point. Not sure if I bought them for this car. Not sure if I bought them for the Fiesta. But I bought them for one of the cars at some point to do a plug change. So I need to know if they're for this car. And if they are, 75% great, because I've got 3 of them and the 4th box is empty. So I reckon what I've done, at some point, I've taken one of them out of a box and used it for testing the lawnmower or something and not put it back in the box. So I need to buy another one if these are the right plugs. But at least I don't have to buy one more. But if not, I'm going to have to buy 4 plugs. And if I have to buy 4 plugs, what variety should I get? Should I get Bosch or should I get MGK? What are your thoughts, guys? Interested to know in the comments what you guys use in your cars. I bought MGK BKR7Es from Billy at Cloud9 and they never let me down. How much are they a set, Richard? For the Audi TT Mk1, bam. The recommended Bosch spark plug is FR7K PP33 plus Super Bosch. Bosch, that's what they are. Brilliant. So Steve Cow, I've got the right plugs right here. So I need to get another one because £21 for is that £21 each, Richard? Is that for a set of 4? I'm hoping for a set of 4. I'm going to cry. Oh, cool. That's not so bad then. Okay. So these are double platinum, these ones. They've obviously sold a lot of records. So I've got 3 of those. But like I say, because I picked them up and I've got, there's the 4th box. Look, and it's empty. Boo. Nothing in it. Which is quite upsetting. So I might come across it if I look around the garage. There's normally stuff knocking around. Oh, there's loads of spark plugs around, but obviously not the right spark plug. Okay, so I might look at that. And so MGK sound like a good brand. Oh, I know they're a good brand, but sound like they are the ones that Billy Cloud sells. Set for about £28. My internet is selling me for 40 quid typical. I wouldn't buy them off the internet though for definite because I think Chris did a video, didn't he, on dodgy plugs, buying dodgy plugs off eBay. I think I choose MGK if I had none already, but Bosch is probably just as good. Yeah, I think that's probably a sound piece of advice. Just spotted a plug on the side there. No. So these are MGK plugs, but I think these are out of the mower because these are BP5ES, BPR5S, BPR6ES. So they're not the right plug. Let's hope I can find that. Oh, hello. Let's hope I can find that last plug and then I can do a change of the lot. Yeah, I'll be sporting one for SpringFest. Good. Definitely check out the site because they're definitely available. All the SpringFest stuff is available now on the site. On say at sellshirts.com/marketplace/Andycharger. You can see the link also in my channel description. So if you any of the information you need, so if you're watching me live tonight and you don't already follow me on Facebook, you can find the Andycharger page on Facebook as well now. So go there and give that a follow. I'm trying to get, it's only got about 80 likes at the moment, or like 80 followers, because I've done it very late. I should have put a page together many years ago, and I'm going to put together an actual Andycharger website as well for people. So we've got somewhere central for that. Do you have a tools and parts Amazon page? I don't know what that means, Simon. Is that what stuff I recommend? Is that? I don't. What brand suspension are you all using? I've got the originals on my car, to be honest. You're using the Bilstein B12 to lower my TT, smidge and freshen up. My suspension cars, they're completely dead. Yeah, for commission. No, I don't, Simon. I should do that. I mean, all my commissions and stuff are my tools and stuff that I have on TikTok. So you can find me on TikTok, guys. Always got lots of great products on there. A bit like the Car Pal. So obviously that is, I think they're £35 there. So if you want a diagnostic tool, nice, decent brand, all the Top Don stuff is absolutely top drawer. So if you're looking for a top, I'm going to be giving one of these away on the channel next week, as I say, for the comments. But if you want to buy one, these are £35. You can pop over to my TikTok page. You can find this on my TikTok marketplace, and you can buy it through the link. I get about £1.10 or something for everyone that I sell, to be honest with what I get. But yeah, so they're really good. I've got a couple of these. I've got a couple of the, so I've got the Audi Diag 500S, the 600S, various, the BT200 battery tester, all from Top Don. But the big boy, which I always talk about, because these are absolutely essential. You haven't got to buy these ones. You could buy any one, but one thing you must always have in the car, guys, is this. One of these, and this is the Top Don one. This is the absolute daddy of them all. But this is the Top Don jump starter. This is the JS3000, right? And this is an absolute beast. You can see that it's got a massive torch on the end of it. So this will jump start aeroplanes. It's so powerful. So if you're worried about your 3.2 V6, your jump pack not having enough oomph for it, this will do that. This will start lorries. It's so powerful. So it comes with a great set of jumper clips as well. And I think this is £119, this one. So it's a big boy jump pack. But you can use it not only for jumping your car, you can use it for powering stuff as well. So you can use it as a power bank. Maybe you're going on a camping trip or something. You're not going to be near any power. You need to charge your phone up and stuff. Then you just take this little carry case with you in your backpack. It's got a little handle as well. And these are amazing. Steve Chesham knows all about this particular one, don't you, Steve? Because we were at a show a couple of months ago. Steve was in the QS, and the QS drove all the way there beautifully. And when it got there, it decided it didn't want to start anymore. This got him out of trouble, and this is an absolute lifesaver. So I'd recommend anyone that is going to car shows or going on any trips, take one of these with you. So you can buy this on my TikTok shop. It's £119 right now. But there are other ones available. You can get some smaller ones, much cheaper ones than this. But of course, they don't give you the same start power as these. This is the absolute daddy. So there's also this one as well. Much smaller. You can see the size difference of it. It's not as powerful, but it will start your TT fine. This one, it will do it, but you know, it'll probably give you a couple of starts, whereas that one will jump start loads of them in loads of times. It'll give you that power. He won't live that down. Yes, he will live it down. I won't mention it anymore until next week. But this one is also great. This is the Power Run P1, I think this is called, the P1. I think they're about £40 on TikTok shop. Again, I've got those as well. I've got loads of stuff on TikTok shop that can help you out with cars and that. Even these microphones I've got on TikTok shop. The camera that follows me around the room. This is also from TikTok shop. I love TikTok shop. Stuff is not just nonsense on there. It's actually good stuff. So if you want anything, I have a brand spanking new battery in the QS now. I think that is a solid investment, Steve. Well done on that. I think you've been better off buying one of my battery packs, though, but you know, that's what it is. Hot damn, been looking at Top Dons, just haven't had a need just to get them yet. Have been too focused on tools and parts lately. Yeah, do you know what, Kai Pitt Simple? I hadn't heard of Top Don until about, maybe about 4 years ago. And they got in touch with the channel and said, would you take one of our battery jump packs to, you know, review on the channel? Oh, yeah, I'll take one, you know, give it a try. Never heard of Top Don. And I did a video on it. That was the JS1200 then. So, and I've still got it and it still works. And brilliant. As to say, a brilliant bit of kit they are, you know, that they are really good. And they sent me some really random stuff as well. I had, they sent me a Christmas present, which was like a moon with a little astronaut that sat on it, like an ornament. Don't know what it was. I never really understood how it worked. I gave it to my brother for Christmas. So, brother, if you're watching, Merry Christmas. But he likes things like that. And Yeah, I also had got sent a little hand vacuum branded as Top Don. You can't buy them; they don't exist. I looked. I thought, where did Top Don sell these hand vacuums? Then it's like a little mini vacuum for the car. So it was obviously just like a one-off or a branded thing that they sent out as a gift. They don't make them, but I've got one. It's really quite handy. Um, but yeah, the Top Donor then sent me other stuff. So they sent me the battery tester. They sent me that JS3000. They sent me the Arty Diag 500 and the 600S. I've got loads of Top Donor stuff. It's all really good quality stuff. So even though they may be not like your I don't know what would be a brand like that, but like a really famous car brand, they are really good. And do you know what is really good about them is their customer service. So if you've got any problems, get in touch with them. Um, because I had one device that didn't turn up. They sent me they sold me one of these car pals, and it didn't arrive. And I got straight. They said, "Oh, we're really sorry they didn't send it," and it's turned up. And they sent me another one. You know, they just no questions about it. You know. I have the Top Gun Arctic 600S scanner, and it is great and was not expensive. Yeah, I got that too. I got that. Where is that? Can't see it. Oh, it's over there, the box. What I've got right here, though, I've got this one as well. So this one, this is the second one of these I've had. So Mk1 sent me one last year, plugged it in, used it to scan the Peugeot we had at the time, and it was just a bit just a bit of a nonsense really. So it was about 500 quid as well. So that's expensive for a scanner, right? But it does lots of different cars. So I put it away. And then about a month ago, I got it back out. Thought, do you know what? I'm going to get it out. I'm going to do a review on it. I know Chris did a review on this one as well. And I think he was really impressed with it. But I thought, do you know what? I'll give it a review now, see if it's any good. Went to turn it on, it was dead. So I thought, right, I'll get in touch with them. So I got in touch and I said, just gone to review your gadget, and you keep hassling me to do a review as well. And I will do a review, but it's just you need the car to be malfunctioning to do a proper review. There's no point scanning a car when there's no codes, is there? So I need it to be malfunctioning. So it was throwing an error light. So I thought I'll plug this in, turned it on, it was dead. Thought maybe it's out of battery, plug the charger in, charged it overnight, still wouldn't start. Tried another different lead, still wouldn't start. So they've now sent me another one to test. So you can't knock them for replacing the item, but of course they are replacing an item that didn't work. So you know, read into that what you will. But I will review that at some point. But yeah, we've got that. But the 600, if you can see just over my shoulder, the 600S is in the box just there, and the 500 is hanging up on the wall. So there are some good things there to talk about. 1,100 quid well spent. As that's on suspension, I guess. I've had a Black and Decker car vac for years now, never let me down. There you go. So Black and Decker. Does it plug in as well? I have a Top Don battery tester. Do you have that Top Don battery tester? The BT200. The good thing about that one is, guys, if you've got 24-volt battery vehicles like boats and stuff and lorries, this will test the battery, and that will tell you if the battery's healthy. It will tell you if it's charging. It does all sorts of great stuff. So if maybe you're thinking your battery's running flat, or you've got that red light on the dash that says the bottom of the battery, it could be the alternator's failing. Well, plug this in. If you are getting over 14 volts at your battery, you know the alternator's working fine. If you're getting less than 12 volts at the battery, or 12 or less volts at the battery with the engine running, you know that the alternator's not working, it's not charging your battery up. So this will give you all that information. It will tell you your battery health, the percentage of how healthy your battery is. Another great gadget. So lots of different tools, lots of great gadgets. Oh, there's that Mk car that wouldn't charge up. There it is, sitting right there. It's not working, doesn't turn on. Look, I press the button. Don't come on. That's been charging for days. But there you go. Oh, is the going to come around this way. But yeah, so lots of great tools, and I'm going to cover all these things. It is like QVC, isn't it? Yeah, but that's the thing is, if I'm, if you guys are looking for products, if you're we're all trying to fix our cars. We're all using car scanners. We're all using jump packs. We're all using I don't know, car polishes, whatever we're using, right? I'm trying to save you guys money here, so I'm going to say, as I've just said there, if things are good, I'll tell you they're good, and if they're crap, I will say they're crap. I don't mind saying it, because if people are willing to send me stuff to test and it doesn't work, then more fool them. A great example being all the dramas we had with these bulbs. Do you remember the dramas we had with these on the channel? Could not get these to work. They come on instantly and they go straight off because the ballasts are not on up to doing it for these lights. These lights will not work with the ballast. Although someone did manage to get them working in the UK. So hats off to that guy. But I tried them in 3 different cars and they still didn't work. But yeah, so if I can help you guys make informed decisions and avoid you wasting your money on nonsense, I will do it. And I'll also recommend stuff I think is good. But yeah, so that's just my little spiel and spool on what I think is good and bad. Right, I'm just going to come back to actually talking TTs now. 2 sets of adjustable arms with Bilsteins made ride better than standard setup. I think you'd only put adjustable arms on if you're adjusting the ride height of the car or the stance of it, I guess, as well. I guess you'd have adjustable arms on that. Is that a fair assumption for adjustables? You wouldn't need to put adjustable arms on a car that's running standard suspension or standard ride height. If you're not making any changes, if you're not making the stance wider or you're not changing the ride height, you don't need to change the arms. Is that right? Checked out top down, looks really good gear, very impressive. Yeah, it's really good, Marcus. So I'm a massive advocate for it. There's a lot of brands. King Bolland's also quite good as well. They're a bit cheaper. I've got some King Bolland stuff, but I've got a battery tester that they do for about 20 quid, and it's a really good little gadget. Used it many a time. In fact, that King Bolland helped me diagnose the alternator problem, so that shows you. But the original rear one snapped, so worth doing the upgrade on the arms. Okay. The original ones snap just because they snap. Do they snap because they're trying to cope with people running the car lower? Like, would they snap anyway on a car? I don't know the answer to that, really. I know people do talk about arms snapping, but the car arms snap anyway. I don't know. Be interested to know. But me and my green glasses tonight. You get my blue ones back on now, don't I? Really have to grab some off the shelf in a minute. Andy, do you find the paint gets really scratched easily on roadsters? No more than a coupe, I don't think. I guess I'm surprised they don't get scratched from me sitting on the paintwork, because I'm sitting on the paintwork tonight. But yeah, they don't. I don't think they scratch any worse than the coupe. I wouldn't know why the paintwork would be any different. I guess the molecular makeup of different colour paints might be different. But of course, most of them are covered in clear coat anyway, so they are, or they shouldn't be, any more susceptible. I think the things that damage paintwork more than anything is probably poor paint care, washing it with the wrong stuff, washing it with not following the right washing procedure. Will sort of maybe people that go a little bit heavy with a cloth, people that go a little bit heavy with a DA polisher, going to be polishing off those layers. That could be doing more damage. Jeff has said, can I plug my Essex TT breakfast meat? Of course you can, Jeff. Sorry, you may have already, as I late joined tonight, but as you know, the 27th of June, the Castle Pub, Great Leys, Chelmsford. All details on the TT Addicts page. Yeah, absolutely. For those that don't know, Jeff runs some great meats in Essex. Been to many of them at different venues. And there's a really good venue in Great Leys that we go to. Some great food there as well, the Castle Inn Pub. I don't know if it's called the Castle Inn still, is it? It used to be called Queen Anne's Castle, the pub did, but the Castle Inn Pub. Nice little gravel car park, room for probably about 30, 40 cars maybe there. We meet and have some breakfast. So we're going to meet, I think we're meeting for breakfast that day, are we, Jeff? We are, yeah. I can see it's breakfast meat. So if you're interested in meeting up for that, then get yourself down to Great Lees. Again, if you want to check out the details, check out the Audi TT Addicts Facebook group, of which I'm a moderator. So definitely get across to the TT Addicts group and look at the event, or contact Jeff directly because he likes to be contacted for information. I'm sure ring him up anytime, day or night, he says. And he says also he let me have those brand new seals in his loft. He said I can have them for nothing. That was really kind. Thanks, Jeff. I didn't adjust the height. I was more about being able to fix the camber. Clear coat and certain colours on the older TTs, especially Mazzano reacting, can be pretty weak, as you say. Poor maintenance, bad products, weaken it further. Yeah, I've done quite a deep dive into the red paint on the TT. Because of the oxides in the paint, it does actually cause a lot of damage to the clear coat because of the expansion from the heating from the UV. The oxides in the paint react as well, heat up because the red the paint keeps lifting, and of course the clear coat can't cope with the stretch, and that's why the clear coat comes away from the paint because of the constant contracting expansion of the paint. Little known fact for you. And that's because the red paints are one of the ones that heat up more than most, and the oxides in that they cause the oxidization, cause problems. Just going to scroll back through. Just the castle it is now. Yeah, it used to be Queen Anne's, though, didn't it? I remember it. But yeah, so there are some good events coming up. There's a couple of events coming up. I think the TT Owners Club not organising something as well. They've got one coming up. I'm sure they have. And always something to plug that people maybe don't use as much. I'm as guilty as anyone of this as well, guys. Is use TT Forum as well. There's a great TT forum called TT Forum that you can get over to and look at. Lots of information there, lots of events on there. I don't use it half as much as I should. I should publicise more of what I do on there as well. But definitely check out the forum for information. Let's have a look. Red is longer wavelength according to Joe. There you go. That's what it is, but it doesn't like it. Doesn't like the heat. Richard George is saying yeah, he's going to be up. So that must be local to where you used to be, Richard, because I'm pretty sure you weren't far from Queen Anne's at some point. But yeah, so let's all get together for that. And if you fancy a journey up on the day, Richard, you fancy convoying up, let me know. I'll meet you up somewhere along the way, and we can go up together. I think we have met on the 130 lay-by at some point, haven't we, in the past, Jeff? So we can always do that as we convoy down. I've read one Mazzano, working my way around it in between many jobs I'm doing. Yeah, good idea, Paul. Clear coat doesn't like it, does it? Yeah, 10 mile home. Yeah, thought it was quite close. Great chat. Got to go. Speak next week. And yeah, nice one, Marcus. Speak to you next week, buddy. Thanks for being on. A lot of people shooting off to go to bed, I guess. We've been on for 102 minutes so far. So if we do 2 hours tonight, we'll do another sort of 18 minutes. If people are enjoying, we've still got 30 people on, guys. So obviously you guys are still enjoying the chat. If there's people keep sending me friend requests through Facebook, it keeps popping up on top of the screen, so I can't see what's going on. But yeah, just to recap on what's left to do on the roadster to get it ready for going on our French road trip. I've got the fuel filter to do. I've got the plugs to do. I've got an oil change to do. I've got to put this wheel back on as well. I've got to get it cleaned up. I want to get a good set of spares to take with me as well. So I'm talking about spares. We're going to be talking coil packs. I'm going to take a spare math with me. Lots of clips and hoses and stuff to get me out of trouble. I did think about doing the thermostat before I go, but I also thought if it's not broke, then don't fix it. It's not something I'm going to do at the roadside, is it? If I'm out there, should I do a thermostat before I go, or is it a bit of a risk to sort of disrupt lots of things? Who knows? What was that? I'm just missing chats there. Carl will also be there, Jeff, as long as it's dry. Carl, am I right in saying you and Rachel will come to SpringfesTT as well? Have I made that up? Or are you away? My mind's gone blank. lucky for me, they sorted out the Mazzano issue by 2004. I didn't know that. So the later, yeah, you are, yeah, good. Good. Okay, nice one. I was just thinking, I'm pretty sure you said you were, but I wasn't 100%. Cool. Good. Heavy mildew smell in my roadster with the top up. I pull carpet and all is clean. Any chances it's the top itself? Yeah. Do you know what? They definitely have a musty smell, whatever. I would check that not only the carpet might be fine. I'd also put your hand in the void at the back, so the bit the roof folds into. I would check and make sure there's no dampness in there, because I find that gets wet because either your roof drains are blocked and water seeps into there, and of course, if it gets in there too much, it leaks into your roof void down into where the CCM is, causes the CCM to fail, and then you're in all sorts of trouble. But that does sit water on that carpet, and it starts to smell in there. Um, I say every roadster I've owned one roadster, but every time I get in the roadster, it has that smell. One thing I have found that does help with it a little bit is when you're not using it, is have one of these in the car. So this is a moisture absorbent bag. You put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and heat it up, and it dries it back out. Then chuck it back in your roadster, and it sucks all the moisture out of the air, so it keeps that out there. I'll also recommend, because the top does get a bit mossy and boggy and smelly, is what you can get those put your air conditioning on full chat and get one of those air freshener bomb things that you put in there. You let the top off and let your engine run, let all your air conditioning run, and it deodorizes all your air conditioning. It also deodorizes the whole of the car as well. It falls and everything, makes it smell really nice. It does work. I've done it, and because it's only in a little small cockpit in a roadster, it does really make a difference to the smell of the car. So I recommend that to make it the mildew smells. Stephen Childers, that's a good tip for you. But definitely get one of these to keep the moisture out of it. Because if you don't use one of these and you don't use the car, you have it locked away, even if you've got it in the garage, you get back in it after a few weeks and not using it, you get a nasty furry steering wheel, don't you? So one of these stops all that. So I highly recommend that for the car. I'm not putting on the paintwork because I have ceramic coated the bonnet with one of those spray ceramic coatings today, and it's made such a difference. So Stephen Craddock would be proud of me. So I've been using this ceramic detailer from Maguire's. Just gave it a quick coat. And for those of you that went to the German car show a few years ago in Goodwood, 1 September, it's a couple of years ago, not last September, the September before, 18 months. We were given this as part of the detailing kit we got, and I've only used that much of it. That's how little I've used. That's how little I've cleaned my car. But there you go. I had to use a massive dehumidifier and blow heater for at least 2 weeks constant. Wow, that's must have been pretty wet, that, Claire. Would it have been easier to pull the drain plugs in and let it all just drain out? So I think you can do that in them as well. But it sounds like it must have been quite badly flooded for that to happen. But yeah, so going to do the fuel filter. I've got to do this fuel filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm hoping by Springfest, the little black car, the project car, will probably be gone. It's sitting on the drive looking really sorry for itself at the moment, taking up a parking space as well. I've done most things on it now to get rid of stuff. Lee said, don't forget his cap. Right there. Your cap's right there. Lee, don't worry. Thank you, Mrs. Jugs, for your £15 donation. Thank you very much. Little known bit of information, guys, as well. Love your donations. Really do love your donations. But do you know that YouTube takes half of that? Just putting that out there. Sneaky. But yeah, little buggers they are. Yeah, I spray the inside with peppermint spray while the roaster was sawn to keep mice away. Now the car smells of peppermint, and that smells better than mice. Oh, the mould. Well, yeah, absolutely. The drain plugs were cleared just in multiple leaks. Just a nightmare. Yeah, how much of a nightmare is that? That's a pain in the backside. But at least you got it smelling nice. But yeah, Vanessa, thank you so much for sending that. That's very kind of you to send that to me. Keeps the channel going. Keeps the lights on here in Andycharger Towers for keeping more shows every Monday and Wednesday. So thanks, guys, for all your donations and support the channel. What else are we going to talk about tonight? Oh yeah, so talk about the breaker car, wasn't I? So the breaker car is going to be gone probably when you come to Springfest if I can get it shifted. There's still bits I'd like to take off it. I'd like to have taken the subframes off it because they're in really good condition, and all the suspension, not the shocks and stuff, but keep the springs, keep the the rear arms, the arms back, the control arms, not control arms, not the adjustable arms, but whatever you call those arms. Monday Club is hi Andy mate. Hello Dan Clark. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're good tonight. You were missed over the weekends where we rattled in 36 goals over 2 days. Even I got 5 goals at the weekend. That's mad, isn't it? So even the old boy can still score. Looks like my steering wheel has grown hair. Mold can be a real problem. That is exactly what happens, and that is why, Claire, you need one of those pillows in the car. Just grab hold. You can buy these from loads of places. They're really cheap as well. They're about £5 for a pair of these. Just stick these in the car somewhere, and it sucks all the moisture up, and it stops that problem of it going mouldy. So definitely pick yourself up some of these. This is made by Houghton's, this one, but you can get it from those places. So yeah, so 6 to 12 minutes for a recharge in the microwave. And then this side down. There you go. So put it in there. So there you go. It says there, when blue turns pink, recharge. So when that blue has gone pink, it's time to microwave it and get it going again. There you go. Simon says, did you say you have to have a business to get it scrapped for money? No, you don't have to have a business, Simon. You can get, anyone can get them scrapped. Although you have to take it to not an ABT. Has to be like an approved vehicle dismantler, AVD or something like that. You have to take it somewhere. You can't just take it to a local guy. They have to, and they have to pay you into a bank account. They don't pay you cash. And if you want to get the car disposed of properly and off the records, you definitely need to take it to one of these places as well. They will come and collect it. So if it's a non-runner or if it is immobile as such, they will come and get it. And that's why I thought, do I put the breaker on 4 axle stands on the drive, strip the subframes and all the bits off it, and then I've got it all for spares? Or do I just let them take it now and get rid of it, get it gone? And I'm thinking the latter, really, because it's just a pain. I finished early today, crazy and well done on your 5. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that, buddy. And Wendy did a great job for us as well. So massive thanks to Wendy and the same, and your sister as well, Dan, because they both did a fantastic job for us over the weekend. Even door and boot rubbers are worth having off the breaker, Andy. If in good nick, unavailable, new, like most things. Yeah, do you know, I might do that because I think if you take them off and you give them a restore with something you can keep them. I might do that. Can we send it to you so you get all of it? I don't know actually, Vanessa, how you do that. But you know, don't worry too much. It's you could probably PayPal me, I guess, if you want to do it that way. You could send it that way as a donation and stop YouTube taking their money. Maybe, I don't know. They are sneaky. They take their cut somehow. Always. She said, "You're well. Thanks. Yeah, really appreciate that. You know, Dan, we lost without Wendy and your sister. So, you know, Sharon, she is now our obviously our man of the match beer sponsor this season. So, which is really nice. So, guys, walls have ears. Walls do have ears. But there you go. Walls always have ears. They'll probably demonetize my channel now, won't they? Anyway, what was I talking about? I've forgotten now. It's completely gone my head. I was talking about the roadster, wasn't I? And about jobs are going to get done. So I think I'm pretty much there for getting this ready to go. Obviously, talked about getting these cars smelling nice. I do need to put some form of sat nav in this car for driving across France, and I've got one of these stick-on sat navs for putting on the dash, which work really well. You know, I've got a car purried one, which I know that we've spoken about before. Richard on here, he is a big fan of the car purried stuff as well. So I think we will be, you know, we will be using that car purried one in the car. I think to do it is the way forward. it will stick on the dash. I can take it off when we're not in the car, because that's another concern I've got, is obviously we're going to have to live out of the roadster for 2 weeks, and leaving stuff in the car, they're not the most secure of things to be locking all your belongings into. So I'll be travelling with all my belongings in my on my personage, I think, and we've got to get all of our clothes and everything into the boot of a roadster. And if you've got a roadster, you know how small that is. And if you know my wife and her clothes, that's going to be a challenge, because I think I'll be going in what I'm wearing today and a spare pair of pants, and that'll be my lot. And the rest of it will be luggage for her. But is what it is. It's the price you pay to be married to a beautiful woman, I suppose. Other drivers are always opening their doors and dent in mine. Yeah, I try and park them a long way away from people. That's what I tend to do. I don't tend to leave my car anywhere where they can get road rash, car park rash, door rash, whatever you call it. There's a Sainsbury's by me, and it's got really wide spaces and these big sort of hatched areas between each car. So if I'm going to go to a supermarket, I go to that one in the TT, because then I know that people aren't going to whack my car. Whereas most car parking spaces nowadays, and cars, I think in general have got bigger, so car parking spaces are a bit of a challenge. But it is what it is. I do also want to get all the grills off this and get them restored. So if I come down here, is it going to come down? You're going to come down? You're going to come down here? Oh, you're not going to come down far. Oh, you are going to come down. There you go. That's nice of you. So these grills here, you can restore these. The bottom grills, though, they seem to be made of a material that's slightly different, and they're quite badly chipped. And they're almost like white plastic underneath, and they've been painted and they're chipped really badly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint those black again, I think, rather than just restore them. So thoughts on that, guys? What's the best way of painting them without them looking too naff quite quickly when you're only using rattle cans at home? Because I haven't got a painter at home. So let me know your thoughts on that. 5 days before Christmas, I was sitting on the roof of my TT outside the house in a flood, and you came up in my feed. I was being funny and asked where you got your dehumidified bags. Now, there you go. Now you know. I've got those bags. I think I got them from TikTok Shop, actually. Get everything from TikTok Shop. Love TikTok Shop. It's madness, isn't it? Let's have a little look. Can you replace window seals? I've heard that corners let in air noise at the speed. Not that I would know. Yeah, I think the door rubbers, are something that do tend to cause problems. I think you can adjust the door. I think the door wind noise normally comes where the door is dropped. So if you've got those shims, you can get that go behind the hinge. Because what happens is the door, it basically falls. The weight of it, even when it's shut, it falls down. It sags at the back because it puts the hinge under pressure. And of course, if you've got the window at the front like that and it's sagging back, it's going to pull that apart slightly, and then the rubber you've got between is not going to cause such a great seal. So what I would always do is, I don't know what the stuff's called now, and someone might better say, but you can almost get like a trim restorer for rubbers, and it brings the springiness back to life. Because what they tend to do, where they're constantly compressed in the door shut all the time, they tend to hold their shape. So you can use this restorer, and it almost brings the spring back into them. It also removes all the stickiness from it, and then they will spring back into the hole and shut the hole, and the air noise should go away. So you can do that. That's my one tip for it. Use Halford's bumper black on the lower grills. The finish is good and it doesn't need priming. I think I saw it on Parrot Boats. I'll check that out. Nice one. Do miss having Dom around for all these videos, because he was an absolute ledge for that sort of stuff. Plastic primer adhesive for anything painting. Yeah, I've got some plastic primer. Yeah, the rubbers. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So definitely, I'll find out what the name of the product is, Simon, and see if I can get it to you. But essentially, you just rub all of the rubber down with it, and it just sort of brings it all back to life, and it just takes that stickiness away from it as well. What product do you mean, Shin-Etsu? Shin-Etsu. I don't know what that means, Claire. Talk about the shim. We were talking about the door shims. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna find out what that's called. I'm gonna find out the name of that product, Claire, for you, and I will. I'll maybe put a post up, a members only post for it, and put it out there so people know what it is. You can use a hairdryer or steamer, and that helps bring them back to life. There you go. Ask the detailer, he will know. So Stephen Craddock, thank you for that tip, buddy. So heat them up with a hairdryer, brings them back to life. There you go. There's definitely a product you can get. I'm going to look it up afterwards though that you can use that does bring these things. Just look what we're nearly at 2 hours now, guys. So I think I'll probably there's still 28 of you on there. So you're obviously enjoying what you're watching tonight. No one's really dropped off majorly. So if there's anything you need me to answer, talk about, then I'm happy to do so, as always. But I will probably wrap up quite soon because times are ticking. I've still got videos to make, which I've got to get edited down. Need to tie the garage up a little bit as well because it's a bit of a mess. But it's what it is. Also need to get the car swapped over and get the Fiesta in here, I think, sooner rather than later, so I can get this lower drop link on for the Fiesta for tomorrow. Going to do that tomorrow night. My daughter's back from holiday on Wednesday. She's on holiday more than she's at home nowadays. She's in Ibiza at the moment, so when she gets back, her Fiesta will be all ready for her to go. So that will be cool. So I think I'm going to do that tomorrow night, and that will be another video. Do I need a luggage rack for France? Yeah, do you know what, Simon? I was looking at getting a luggage rack for the Roadster for France. And then I thought, well, do you know what? Other people are saying you can get a bag that goes on it as well, that straps down on it. And then I thought, well, I could put a luggage rack on the back, but firstly, it's going to be more drag for the car, wind resistance. Secondly, it's going to be an opportunist thief will nick a suitcase off the back of a car if it's left unattended. Otherwise, we'd have to take stuff off the car, lock it in the car when we're not using it. So I don't know. I thought about it, but I think I might. I thought, yeah, maybe not. It's not. It's not going to be as practical as I once thought it would be. So I think I am going to leave that idea. Can't wait to go though, because it's only. I think it's 4 weeks on Thursday we go. So looking forward to that. 2 weeks of driving around this amazing car around France, making memories, making videos, making content. So I'm going to make, I'm not sure who's going to want to watch it when I get back, but I'm going to make a Audi TT road trip video around France, 2 weeks around France, video of the car, lots of great locations, talking about how it drives, talking about what it does, you know, just a TT journey. Might be like an hour's long video, who knows? And I'll put it live, and if no one watches it, so be it. If people watch it and they love it, then great. It'd be maybe a new part of the channel. We'll do like feature length video on road trips. Who knows? It'd be great to do. Yeah, I think it would be a good watch, but I don't know if people are going to want to watch me for an hour driving around in my roadster talking about it. Who knows? Maybe. We had a massive bag on higher than the roof, 60 all the way down to Portsmouth. Yeah, so I think you can do it. Yeah, so maybe there's some of the places we're going to be going to. So I think the highlight for me really is I'm going to take it around Monaco. So I think that'll be a pretty cool bit of footage driving the car around Monaco. I might have to do 2 laps though of driving around Monaco. I might have to put Romy out the side of the road by the tunnel maybe and get her to stand with the camera. So I'll be back in half an hour and drive around and come back and get her to film me coming through the tunnels. I think that'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of great landmarks on that journey. So we've taken it to the north face of the Eiger because I love mountains. We're taking it to Chamonix. We're taking it to Monaco. We're staying in Antibes overnight, one night as well. I'm going to take it to Guer, which is the Formula One pit straight at Reims on the way back. So there's lots of great things we're going to be taking. I think lots of great automotive nostalgia things as well. I'm sure Romy can't wait for that. There were some roadster cases made specifically for the boot, Andy, shaped to fit and fill the space exactly. Could ask anyone who has some to sell, borrow. I could do. Is that to go inside the boot, Jeff? Because I think we're just going to go with soft bags because then we can cram it all in. So Ron will better get a suitcase and I'll better get on my pairs of pants up the side. I think that'll probably be how it is, holding the suitcase in the middle. But yeah. The good thing is that we're going to be away with family for 3 days. The first 3 days, so we can give them all our sort of luggage to bring back, and then we can take the rest of the stuff in the roadster. But it's going to be such a great trip taking a car like this. So in fact, I've already got some bits already set up for this, so I'm going to show you this on the car right now. Up here, if you're gonna drive around France at all, see this. So this is a SANEF tag. So this does all the auto routes. So what you do is you drive up in the Roadster or any car. You drive up to the auto road tolls that have the barriers to pay as you go through, and you slow down to the ones that have got the 30 with a little sign above it, because they're like an auto toll. And you drive through, and this goes beep, opens the barrier, and you just drive straight through. And it's sort of like a charge account. So this will then pick up all of your tolls while you're away, and when you get back, about 6 weeks after you get back, it bills you for it. So that is an absolute must. It saves so much time. You haven't got to keep stopping, sticking your card in. So don't forget, you're on the wrong side of the car for paying any tolls. If you're on your own, you'd have to be getting out, going around the other side, paying the toll with your card, getting back in, driving on. This allows you to just zap and go, or bip and go, as it says on the little thing. But also, if you're driving in France, you recommend that you have, I'm going to move this down, I'm going to do that, one of these. And this is a Crit Air sticker right on the dash here. I'm going to bring that in. So if you're driving in France, this is a Crit Air sticker. It's got the registration number of the vehicle as well. So when I'm parked in many of the city centres, it means that it's exempt from all the, it's allowed to be in the city centre. I'm not going to get any parking charges for being a polluting car, because believe it or not, which I think is mad, these aren't, these are ULEZ free, these cars. So they, on a lot of the places, this is whatever the 3 stands for. I can't remember of the ranking of it. So yeah, really good that. Spare wheel at Romy's lap. Yeah, no, we are. We're luckily the Roadster, believe it or not, Jeff, it does actually have a space saver wheel in the back. So whereas the other cars don't have I've got all down my top. Some sort. Yeah, the Roadster has a space saver in the back, so that's not going to be a problem for us. We're going to be good as gold from that aspect. We're going to have a space saver in the boot, and whereas normally, as you know, I always take a full-size spare, but you can't get a full-size spare in the boot of a Roadster. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So we are all good to go. So guys, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up there for tonight, because I've been live for over 2 hours now, and there are still 23 of you left tonight still watching. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight and joining in. If you're not yet a member of the channel, then please do click the join link below and become a channel member. And join me every Monday for the live show. We talk all about the Audi TTs. Put some links in the video for those France tickets. For the Crit Air ticket, Simon, or for the SANEF tag, what was the bit? What bit do you want, buddy? Let me know, and I will put it up. But yeah, I want to thank you all for being on. Don't forget, I'm here Wednesday night as well, and I'll be on with the Fiesta on Wednesday night. Don't get as many people on a Wednesday, but many of you do still join us. So please do join us Wednesday, and of course, I will be back next Monday night for more Audi TT Mark 1 content. Thanks all for being here tonight, guys. Really appreciate all your love and support, and I hope you enjoy me talking nonsense. But yeah, thanks all. Have a great night, and see you soon. Take care.